Good day everyone, it is Caitlin and today we're making our 1930s accessories. A hat and a purse.
Alright, welcome. We're going to start with our bag. The hat is going to be, I was going to make it completely myself, bought the wool felt, have a pattern, and do everything. Then I looked at the weather, realized it's July in Texas, and it was going to be well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit the entire day I need to wear this, and decided against the wool felt. So I currently have on order a straw cloche hat that I will be trimming instead. And we'll do the other one some other time. But for the bag, I just took some canvas that I had, some Prince's canvas. And I was looking at some 1920s advertisements for purses and bags. Decided to copy the shape of one. So that one in particular that I'm copying has like a fabric strap. Several of the others on the same page have a metal or chain strap, and I'm going to do the chain just because it's going to be easier. And I'm going to make a super easy, like, homemade style version. One day I'm going to do a really nice fancy one with, like, velvet outside, silk interior, but I felt that was a little too fancy for what we're doing for right now. We're going to start by sewing the bag right sides together, or the outer bag. Oops, that would be the wrong stitch. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool. And I'm going to do the same for the lining. Actually, while I'm remembering, I'm going to pause and turn the iron on. Back to sewing. Okay, that should be the only thing I need the machine for. Turn this one right side out, just for a brief moment while I iron it. So now we're going to put this bag inside this bag, getting all these little wispy flyaways out. Not that it really matters, no one's going to be able to see them. And now what we're going to do is fold both of them inwards. I'm going to do 1/2 inch. Actually, I lied. There's one more thing I need that machine for, because this is actually going to be a gathered top bag. Alright, I am putting this to the frame. So, I did forget that I shouldn't have sewn those all the way up, so I pulled them apart slightly. And I'm putting it on the frame with some silk ribbon, because that's the thickest thing that I had that was going to actually hold this. I also ended up having to do the gathering by hand, because my machine gathering broke because this fabric is so thick. It's essentially a back stitch. So you see the pretty ribbon on the frame. Right now I'm just trying to shove that fabric into the back of the frame so that it lays right. And I'll do that all the way around. Okay, I am doing the other side. Yes, I am using a different color ribbon because I ran out of the first one. So one side has one color and one side as the other. Again, the chain is not in yet and the hat's not in yet. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple days to get any more done on this project. I think I could have made it just a little bit shorter, but it's a good size. It looks very similar to the original design, so I'm happy with it so far. Alright, so at my parents' house, we got all the stuff. We can go ahead and finish this project. So I have the purse chain. We're going to go ahead and put this on. Make sure there's no little kinks in it before I do that. Okay, so right now all I have in there, I think I have my gloves in there. These are some vintage ones that I got from the antique store for like $3. This is a period style candy I got from where I got all of my cosmetics. So little bits historical. I forget exactly the name, but I'll link it below. They have period candies too. And I got a little sample of 1920s lip gloss or lipstick. So I'm going to put that on. But I got that in here. I'm also going to hide my phone in here because we are traveling and we need some sort of map. And probably some cash and that sort of thing. Yeah, probably my cards and everything else that I need. We have a finished purse. And this is the hat that I bought. Nice little cloche style. Let's start by taking off. Of course it's glued on. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, we're gonna hide all of this. Okay. Yeah, that's just a little too modern. That's where we're gonna put the ribbon, apparently. Alright, so I have this ribbon. We're gonna say that this is the front. And so, let's see. Make a little bit of a bow. I probably should have cropped that. My pins are in here. So at least that's a little bit of a decorative bit. I also have a lot of these pink flowers and a veil to put on, but I'm going to stitch this in. So I really have no idea what I'm doing here as far as stitching, but it's been a while since I've just bought a hat or a bonnet to trim. The fun part. Usually I do the whole thing. Let's see what I can do with this. I think I'm just going to do these flowers. Now I have a little bouquet. I have this coming up from behind the bow, maybe. Here. That's an option. I wonder if I did it like that. I kind of like that. I'll stitch this right here. Actually, I can get this one too. I'm going to stitch in the veil here. Although veils are typically pinned. I have two options. I have the brown, but I think I like the gray. Let's see, do I want to add any leaves. I think it looks really good with the color of the ribbon. Yeah, I like that. So, veiling. That's a vintage veiling here. I think I can just use the whole length. I'll just double it.
That looks lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Have to get a picture of our hats.
Yes.
So,
How flossy.
well, has pain getting the license plates off and getting the new ones on. Although I'm sure they are secure. I will check the front one tomorrow because I basically only have 2 brackets and 2 screws holding it on.
Okay.
But it looks good. Here's the here's what the rear one looks like.
Okay.
And my attempt to film it didn't quite go as planned. Can you speed this?
Yep.
How do you do that?
I will do that whenever we do the editing.
Oh, I meant here on the camera, so I'm not watching 2 minutes of.
Oh, I don't think I've never tried to. Okay, so I did cut it down by about 2 inches because I'm looking at a bunch of originals and the veils seem shorter. So I did that, and then now I'm stitching on the veiling best I can. Little packs. I also stitched down the leaves. That's probably going to stay without tacks. I think we're going to be good. Okay. So it's a double layer. I rounded the ends, kind of looking at originals. Probably could have gone a little bit further out, as far as like this way. But it's not looking too bad. It likes to catch on itself. I definitely think the leaves make the hat. I'm definitely glad we added the leaves. So that was pretty simple. I guess I gotta try everything on so you can see the whole outfit together.
Alright, here we are. So, hat first. Yeah, I have my 1860s here because I was filming 1860s today and didn't think to change it. And the purse, which honestly should have a shorter string because you would just hold it instead of having it over this way. But I have seen a couple of images of purses with really long changes from this time period. Advertisements and that sort of thing. So like I know it's accurate, it's just weird. And let's see, we already talked about stuffing it. I think my gloves are still in here. My garters are in here. Which is good, because that way I don't lose them. lip gloss still in here, and one of my husband's pocket knives. That's fun. But yeah, I am as happy as I can be with this hat. I mean, I'm not a fan of the 1920s, and I don't like the hat styles, but you know, you can't have everything. I think my ideal hat style is probably the 1859 to 1861. I like those bonnets. There's some 1870s and 80s hats that are cute. Other than that, not a huge headwear fan. But, I mean, it totally functions. It holds plenty of stuff in there. I was actually really surprised. It holds like my wallet. It holds a lot of stuff in here, so that's actually super helpful. Of course, I had to have my little veil, so I love my veil. I love veils. It was a lot of fun driving in the car and then like constantly. And I would try to flip it up and it would be great until the wind changed directions and then it was like right here again. And of course it doesn't really do anything other than fashion at this point because this really does not keep bugs away, it doesn't keep dust away, it doesn't keep the sun out of your eyes. Like all the old reasons we wore veils don't apply anymore. This is just for pretty. And I like veils, so yeah, I did it. But it's probably not the most practical thing in the world. Love the flowers and the ribbon. I think the colors are really good. They don't match the dress at all, which is perfectly fine. It's very neutral, so that any other dress that I come up with, I know I have another blue reproduction print and I have a pink reproduction print. I don't know which one I'll make for this time period. One of them's going to have to be a little bit later. I'm like late 30s, but one of those two is going to be this time period as well, and it'll match either one of those. So I can have one hat. Although I do have plenty of stuff to make straw felt hats. I have a green one, I think a gray one as well. I just didn't want to do that for July, so that's why I bought this thing. So, but eventually down the road we are going to make the felt hats, which will be a little bit more common. But for summer wear, this will be my one 1920s summer wear hat. I think it's pretty neutral and I like it. As much as I can like the 1920s stuff. But yeah, I mean that's basically all the fun 1920s accessories. Not a ton in this video, but yeah. I think I'll end out the video with some of the footage that we took on the trip and some of the old cars and a lot of me dealing with life in a 1920s car. Hope you enjoyed that footage. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell notification so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. If you go down to my name, you can actually now join the channel, which has special perks and privileges, and you can go look that up at your leisure if you choose to. And as always, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back here in the next video.